Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Welcome, everyone, to Texas Songwriters Alliance Audio Impact on Lone Star Community Radio. I am your host, Alex Lozano, and before we get started with our special musical guest, Chad Ware, we have shows that we recommend, and we have quite a few, so let's go ahead and get to those before we get to Mr. Chad Ware. So Friday, we have the one and only, and this girl is next level. I got to party with her. She's legendary. Her name's Carolyn Wonderland, and she is headlining this Friday night at the Heights Theater. And then Friday, we have Patricia Pike Band at the world-famous Dan Electros. And then one of my favorite blues guys, Leonard Lowdown Brown. It's his birthday party at the one and only Big Easy. We have Dylan Wheeler at Rowdy's. He's another country singer at 8 p.m. in Spring. We have Michael Bowen playing at I Don't Know Yet Lounge in Spring. I have to check that place out. Friday, the famous band Save Ferris at the another world famous, Last Concert Cafe at 7 p.m. And then somebody I know, you know who this guy is. He's a big country favorite here in Texas. Clay Walker will be playing the Pasadena Strawberry Festival this Friday. Also, we have Hourglass. At the Hourglass, my buddy O-Ray Band, one of the best cover and original bands, and he does original stuff, and we've actually partnered up on a few things. He'll be playing at Hourglass in Alvin. Gary Hobbs at Winter's Bar at 8 p.m. And then this guy, you might not know him, he's more of a blues cat, but he can play really good. John Del Toro Richardson, birthday blast party at the Big Easy. He's a hell of a blues player. And then also Saturday, Hooch in the Electric Revolution at the Cross Track Ice House. And then my friends, Ronnie and Ramona from Texas T&T will be playing Excalibur Brewing, Ice House. And then we have the School of Rock. These young kids are really, really awesome. It's their end-of-the-year showcase at the Neon Possum. And then Saturday again, we have the O-Ray Band and San Leon at the Hideout. Also, and then Sunday, again, O-Ray Band is going to be playing Crazy Allen's Swamp Shack and Kima. O-Ray Phillips is absolutely one of the hardest working guys you guys are ever going to meet. We just partnered up on a few projects. So looking forward to working with him. Sunday, I'm setting up my podcast at the world famous Dan Electros to help out KPFT and the Gumbo Show. My good friend, Hank Lamb, I love you, bro. And I can't wait to be out there to help you guys raise money. Sean Allen is going to be there, engine driver. That's all at Dan Electros. A big shout out I want to tell my friend Ike and his partners over there at Katie. Oh God, where's the place? I keep forgetting that. Can't believe I remember this place here. But Katie Kickoff, my bad. I have it right here in Pasadena. He's putting on amazing shows there. The food is above average. And then I have Jessica Parker. This is the last one. She just started a really cool business called Rebel Face, and she does everything skincare. They've taken it to a whole nother level, and they're actually going to have like a lunch party this Saturday here in Conroe. It is their Spring Fest hosted by Spellbound Salon and Spa with some guys I've known for a long time. They're doing an acoustic set. That is Downfall 2012. And that's going to be, and they go on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We are here with country singer, guitar picker. I discovered him personally 6-7 years ago. I'm hanging out at Last Concert Cafe, and I'm watching a really good blues rock guitar player named James Wilhite, good singer. And then he invited this cat up on stage, and that was Chad. And you know, you're just a damn good player, young man. And wow, I'm just glad to know you. And he's going to do 7 songs for us, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll do the interview part. So what's this first song, Chad?
I'm going to do a song that I put out a couple years ago. It's called The Long Way. Actually, it's the only song I've ever done a video for. My buddy Rich Ravarino did all the video and the editing and stuff, and it turned out really good.
One video. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We have some stuff to talk
It's
about.
pretty cool. It's a pretty cool song, and
What's it about? I mean,
well, I wrote it during COVID when everything was kind of shut down, and
yeah.
so I was going to help my dad work on. He has some rental properties, and so I would go help him do some remodeling from time to time. And so, anyways, my dad's a very persistent, pushy person, and he
Sounds
just
like somebody I know.
blowing up my phone and everything. And
Where you at?
I mean, and so I live in Lamarck, Texas. I grew up in Dickinson, and
Sure.
the house was in Dickinson. So from where I live, there's three ways to really get there. I can go 45, Highway 3, or 146. And so
You have
decided
options.
to take the long way. And I was talking to a friend on the phone,
Oh Lord.
and I said, "Yeah, I'm taking the long way." And then it's like this, one of those things where I'm like, "That's a song." And so all day I just kept thinking about these lyrics and just come through my head. So I go home, and that night, and in about 20 minutes, I wrote this song.
And I think
So-
there's probably some references in there to your papa. I'm thinking.
well, no, but
But he
there's-
inspired it.
He inspired it. There's
Right,
definitely a
that's-
few things,
right.
you'll kind of,
Sure.
but it's just it's a cool song. It kind of has.
Mm.
This one's kind of honestly my most least country
Okay.
song, but it's kind of got a Tom Petty kind of vibe to it.
Sure, sure. Oh, the
And,
late great Tom Petty.
yeah.
What an amazing
I
songwriter.
know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Ware, you guys are in for a treat. Stick around. Like and follow.
I'm never in a hurry to get somewhere. It might take me a while, oh, but I'll get there. You keep calling me, but I won't pick up my phone. Well, I'm enjoying the ride, so just leave me alone. I go the long way, yeah, I'm taking my time. If I get to where I'm going, get done what I need, that'll be just fine. You wanna know where I've been? Well, all I've got to say, I like taking my time. I go the long way. If you get behind me when I'm cruising down the road, we'll just go on around. I like driving slow. Got my windows rolled down, the wind blowing in my hair, my arms out the door. I like feeling the air. I go the long way, yeah, I'm taking my time. Well, if I get to where I'm going, get done what I need, that'll be just fine. You wanna know where I've been? Well, all I've got to say, I like taking my time. I go the long way. I go the long way. Yeah, I'm taking my time. Well, if I get to where I'm going, get done what I need, that'll be just fine. You wanna know where I've been? Well, all I've got to say, I like taking my time. I go the long way. I go the long way.
I love that song, and I love that C that you move back and forth, kind of like a C or something like
Yeah,
that. Oh, that part right there. It's very,
yeah,
very
I like
melodic.
doing that.
Good song.
I think I have
And-
another song I kind of do the same
and
thing in.
I feel the pettiness in there. I've heard that. It's sounds like
Yeah.
something that he would dig if he was around. He'd be going,
Yeah,
"Hey,
I mean,
man."
everybody's influenced by somebody, or a lot of
Right.
times songs are influenced by something you're listening to, whether you realize it or not. you
Right,
know.
right. Whether you realize
You
it
know.
or not. That's true. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about song number 2.
Song number 2 is going to be one that I actually haven't put out yet, but I wrote this. It's kind of I helped co-write it. So my buddy Max Smith, we've written a lot of songs together.
Right.
And so he had this song that he and another guy had written a long time ago. It's kind of a love song.
Right.
And he was like, hey, I want to recut it. I want to do like because he cut it a long time ago, so he wanted me to help him with it. But he's like, man, I want to fix the chorus. Like the chorus isn't right. So we got together and
Hammered it out.
yeah, we rewrote the chorus, and it's a really good song. And this one is definitely when it's out, it's gonna have like Spanish guitar on it, kind of
little flamenco, little.
I wouldn't call it that.
But
Kind of
classical.
yeah, like what in country music they call it gut string guitar.
Oh, right.
Kind of stuff. So kind of it's
Cat-
gonna
yeah,
have a little bit
yeah.
of George Strait, kind
Sure.
of Southwest kind of vibe to
Okay.
it.
All Texas.
Yeah. So
Nice.
this song is called "I Live to Love You."
And this guy is a writing partner of yours.
Yeah, we've written quite a few songs together.
Awesome. This is excellent, man. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
he's a good friend.
Man,
so.
I can't wait.
Girl, before we met, I had no clue yet why on earth I was here. But when you walked in the room, right away I knew that God's plan for me was clear. And I live to love you, I love to need you, I need to have you forever in my life. And I'd always want you and want to hold you and hold on to you forever. Well, I live to love you. From this moment on, you'll never be alone. I'll be here to fill your needs. Well, it's no trouble at all to be at your beck and call, 'cause pleasing you pleases me. And I live to love you, I love to need you, I need to have you forever in my life. And I'd always want you and want to hold you and hold on to you forever. I live to love you. And I live to love you, I love to need you, I need to have you forever in my life. And I'd always want you and want to hold you and hold on to you forever. I live to love you. Forever, I live to love you.
I live to love you. What a great lyrics, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I
Smooth,
got to give
too,
Max, and
buddy.
I'm not sure who the other guy was that they had, like I said, they had originally
Right.
written it, and then me and him got together and rewrote the chorus. But I really liked it, and I mean, it's kind of a really cool song. And
Yeah.
when I put it out, you'll hear the production, like
Sure.
kind of the, it's got some fiddles and the Spanish guitar.
Right. Oh,
stuff
fiddles
like
and
that.
Spanish guitar.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sound in there, man.
Oh, it's gonna be good. I mean,
can't
yeah.
wait. And are you going to be doing that over at Cooper?
Not that one. No. I actually did it at another studio. But a lot of stuff these days I've been just kind of recording at home, and
Sure.
so
you got total control over it.
well, yeah, like
so you're also, I guess you dabble a bit like a sound engineer. You're kind of like, a recording engineer.
yeah. I mean, for my house, but like,
Right.
so the newer stuff I've been cutting, like, so I have a drummer that in Tracy's band, Tyler Henderson. So he's been doing some drum tracks for me, and then he'll send them back, and we'll.
That's I've heard of that guy. Yeah, isn't he like a drum slinger? Don't he like play with some other cats too?
I think he does, but
Okay.
mainly Tracy. But
right.
but anyway, so he's been doing the drum work for me on the past few songs I've been working on.
Might as well, y'all know each other.
And then and then I'll just use different people for
whatever parts you need.
and then I do all the guitars and vocals
Yeah.
myself.
That's
so.
awesome. Okay, we're at song number 3. What you got for us?
All right, here's since we're talking about songs I did at my house. This one is another one it's fixing to be out. It's called "It Is What It Is," and me and my buddy Max wrote this one together too. So
Sounds like it could be a good video. Sounds like it could be a good video.
yeah,
I like the name.
If I can get the somebody
Right.
to back me out,
Sure,
I'll make another
sure.
one, Life ain't ever easy. Sometimes it isn't fair. I've watched my dreams vanish like smoke into the air. Started at the bottom, worked my way on top. Just when I thought I had it made, something knocked me off. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. I've learned to accept what I know I can't change. And when things in my life don't make any sense, well, I just smile and say, it is what it is. Well, I suffered loss, had my share of pain. That one to point the finger, ain't afraid to take the blame. Had to quit holding on to what I can't control, and try to find forgiveness and learn to let it go. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. I've learned to accept what I know I can't change. And when things in my life don't make any sense, well, I just smile and say, it is what it is. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. I've learned to accept what I know I can't change. And when things in my life don't make any sense, well, I just smile and say, it is what it is. Well, I just smile and say, it is what it is.
It's crazy, sometimes because I do a little singing myself. I know for me, it's a song that I like was whenever I know, because just being a vocalist, I'm ready just to sing over it, you know what I'm saying? Because you got that tone going, and I'm like, man, that was a kickback, chill song, just kicking back at a campfire, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it ain't what it ain't.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah.
It's like fighting without fighting.
Yeah. Just kind of have to learn to, roll with the punches.
Right. Or get left behind.
Yeah.
That is awesome, Bubba. Song number 4.
Song number 4.
We're blazing through them.
I'll do one off my last album, like full album I did.
Are you still gonna do the guitar song still? Because I didn't see you do your Lupa thing.
Well, I didn't know if there was a way. I'll do it anyways.
Oh, please do it anyway. It's such an amazing song. And
Yeah, I was gonna.
but yeah, it's got that cool factor with the right.
Yeah. So, but anyways, here's one I wrote. This is kind of a song inspired by my faith, and so this is a true story. So
powered by God.
Yep. I've been up and I've been down. Guess you could say I've been around. Don't know it all, but I know enough. Time to stick it out when the times got tough. Raised on Jesus when I was a child. Well, I grew up, I ran wild. I went down all the wrong paths, forced to deal with the aftermath. Well, I was right on the edge, but I never fell off. Every time I stumbled, something broke my fall. It took me a while, but now I finally see someone's looking out for me. I used to gamble with my own life, played every hand without thinking twice. I knew what was right, always did wrong. Wasted my youth and almost lost it all. Well, I was right on the edge, but I never fell off. Every time I stumbled, something broke my fall. It took me a while, but now I finally see someone's looking out for me. I brought myself a lot of pain just because I wouldn't change. Well, always knew where I belonged. And I was gone for way too long. Well, I was right on the edge, but never fell off. Every time I stumbled, something broke my fall. It took me a while, but now I finally see someone's looking out for me. It's that chord you like.
I know. I love it, man. Oh, seriously,
Yeah,
man. I freaking love it, man. It's so awesome, man.
Thank you.
Another happy song, really. I mean, like, there's joy in there. You
Yeah,
know,
I
it's
mean,
just
well, really, music's supposed to bring you joy, even if it's a sad song. It's, if it's something you can relate to.
oh yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was
right. Just comes to
I
you.
mean, music's supposed to be a good thing.
Oh, it is.
Right,
It really is. I mean, if it wasn't for my 12-string, I mean, honestly, my music, and I tell these people, and I tell them dead to the face, I mean, I have saved thousands and thousands of dollars in therapy just by grabbing my flat top, doing my thing, whatever I'm doing, singing God Star to my cat Elvis, doesn't matter. Elvis loves my music, by the way, so. My cat. But yeah, it's so therapeutic, real quick, a girlfriend of mine about 15 years ago, she started the Music Therapy Center of Houston. And I don't know if they're plugging people up with instruments and stuff, but it does have a super healing effect. Big time. Anybody tell you different? They're full of...
I think it does, I mean...
How many songs have we done? I think we've done 4. I think.
Trying to think here. We did...
I think we did 4.
The Long Way.
Yeah, that was song number 4.
Live to Love You.
Yeah, we got 3 more songs for that. I'm not going to let you off
3
the
more?
hook that easy.
Okay.
All right. Don't forget the guitar song.
I won't.
It's my favorite.
Okay, so I'll do. This is the one that I just put out.
Can we end the show on the guitar
That's
song?
what I was gonna do. I'm already ahead of you, man.
Yeah, you are.
So,
Chad Ware, everybody.
This one is is one that I put out. I'm trying to think. I want to say like last fall sometime, October, November. It's called Trail of Tears.
What's the backstory? That's kind of
all right. So once again, my buddy Max that I wrote with, he had this idea. He's always got really good ideas.
Reminds me of Indians or something. Trail of Tears.
So so he had this song, and he's like, man, I got this idea called Trail of Tears, and he had like a verse, part of a chorus, and he's like, man, I don't know, like really where to go with it, and so we got
Here comes Chad.
We got together, and the minute he told me, I kind of already knew like it kind of was gonna have kind of like a minor key kind of vibe, kind of like and so anyways, man, we got together, and an hour later we had the song, and we were both like, not a bad song, so real happy with the way it turned out.
Man, I just kick back, have a couple of coldies, bam, I like it. I like it. Do you like it? I like it.
Yeah, and the last song I did at my buddy Stormy Cooper's studio, Stormy Cooper Media, and then I'll do a shout out for them. But this one I recorded I have a buddy named Mikey Ferrara. He plays drums with John Evans.
Oh, I know.
And
John Evans
anyway,
is.
so Mikey has a studio, and during COVID, during that lockdown, we were playing some gigs together with Rick Trevino. He was playing drums.
Sure.
So we went to his studio to rehearse, and so anyways, he was like, man, cut a few songs, and so I did, and they turned out really great. I did The Long Way there.
Yeah.
I did this next one there, and but this one's called Trail of Tears.
It's got that Indian vibe, man. That title.
Let's stop pretending there ain't nothing wrong. We both know all too well what's going on. You've already turned me loose. You had me 1 foot out the door. Well, I believe our love is worth fighting for. And I won't beg to stay if you want me to go. Before I leave, I want you to know. Well, somewhere down the line, should you ever change your mind, well, it won't be hard, I'll be easy to find. I'll be waiting here, just follow my trail of tears. Walking away won't be easy to do, 'cause I know that my heart will stay here with you. So I mark every step I take along the way, praying to lead you back to me someday. And I won't beg to stay if you want me to go. Before I leave, I want you to know. Somewhere down the line, should you ever change your mind, well, it won't be hard, I'll be easy to find. I'll be waiting here, just follow my trail of tears. So I mark every step I take along the way, and pray and lead you back to me someday. And I won't beg to stay if you But somewhere down the line, should you ever change your mind, well, it won't be hard, I'll be easy to find. I'll be waiting here, just follow my trail of tears.
Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears.
Nice tone, nice everything about that song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, I was curious, how long have you known James Wilhite? I think you guys have known
Man,
each other for a while.
Probably 20 years.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
that guy is so goofball.
what is it, 2025? Maybe not. Maybe like
18.
Yeah, about 15, 18 years.
Okay.
Man, he's awesome. We actually play at the same church now.
Oh,
And
wow.
then, but man, James is such a cool guy, and
He really
he's
is.
an incredible guitar player. I mean, he's a guitar player's guitar player.
Yeah, he
you
really
know?
is. We'll talk about that later because he took some lessons from a cat, I think you know, but I don't want to drop that name here. But he's been here before. We got 2 more songs with
Okay.
Chad Ware, number 6, and then my favorite.
All right, I'm gonna do one. This one is on my very first album that I put out. What's the name? Tell Me Something is the name of the album, but this song is called Back Up on My Feet. I'm gonna get just a drink of water really quick. I'm sorry.
No worries.
But I wrote this one a long time ago, and I'm actually in the process of re-recording it. I did kind of an acoustic-ish on my first album, and I wanted to do it like more of a band thing.
Right.
So,
A whole band situation. Powered up.
So it's kind of a slow song, but it's called Back Up on My Feet. But I was going through a rough time, and I was just kind of sitting around. I wrote. So basically, it's kind of like 2 verses and a bridge, and then it repeats the first verse, kind of like a Merle Haggard song or something.
Oh, yeah.
But I got the 2 verses done, and then I kind of got, we were talking about, if you feel down, music makes you feel good. So even like when you write a sad song about how you're feeling, sometimes it just makes you feel. I started feeling good.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Even if it's a sad song.
right. And then so I couldn't finish it because I wasn't sad anymore. So I had to go over to my buddy, another friend of mine that I've written with, a guy named Brad Boyer. And he's a good songwriter, and he's got some stuff out. And so went over to his house, and we were working on another song. And then I got to this one, and we were just kind of didn't know what to do. And he's like, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. So he goes out back, he smokes a cigarette, he comes back in, and he writes the bridge. And I'm
Bam.
like, man, that's it. You know what I mean? It turned out.
Does this ever happen?
Yeah, I mean, so, and I've had a few people when I play this live. I don't do it a lot because, I don't know. I mean, but I have had a few people come up and tell me, they're like, man, this song is for me. And I'm like, that means a lot. As a songwriter.
Sure.
You want your music to move somebody or touch them, make them feel better or whatever. So.
That's funny. I mean, it's great and funny. Real quick, I wanted to tell you, because I am absolutely one of the slowest songwriters in the world, and I'll go to open mics and I improv the lyrics over my stuff. The only bad thing about that is when you sing and whatever, I'll have people come up to me and go, "Those lyrics, they were," and I don't want to say anything. I don't want to go, "Oh, I was just improvising. I'm just not done yet." But did you like it? Oh my God. Not to change my life, but when they say that kind of stuff, so I gotta learn to finish my songs, man.
Yeah,
I'm a slow songwriter.
Well, I mean, some comes fast and some come slow.
Like years later.
I mean, I've taken time on some songs, and then other songs come in
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Right. Wow,
so,
that's crazy.
But
we got 2 more. Chad Ware.
All right, it's called "Back Up on My Feet." I've been beat up and I've been used. Well, I've been cut and I've been bruised. Been knocked down for the count. But don't you ever count me out. And I'll always try again. even if I never win. Just when you think I'm beat, I get back up on my feet. I've had a broken heart. I've been left standing in the dark. Been mad at God before. And I'm lay crying on the floor. Couldn't sleep and wonder why. Even wish that I could die. Just when you think I'm beat, I get back up on my feet. Well, I stumble and I fall, I can't find no hope at all, but I ain't got the will to lay it down. I've been sober, I've been clean, and all kinds of in between. Well, there ain't words for what I am right now. Well, I've been beat up and I've been used. Well, I've been cut and I've been bruised. I've been knocked down for the count. But don't you ever count me out. And I'll always try again. Well, even if I never win, just when you think I'm beat, I get back up on my feet. Just when you think I'm beat, I get back up on my feet.
Man, that's a beautiful song.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Real, you know, there's some sad in there a little bit.
My bass player Gary, he's always like, "Man, let's play Back Up on My Feet," and I'm like, "Man, I don't know. It's kind of."
Downer.
I mean, but it has. If you listen to it, it's kind of like a sad song, but with like a really good, positive
right.
message to it.
But
you
have,
know?
but
sometimes,
you
you know,
have
I'm
to
like,
get to
I think
it.
it's a little bit heavy for
Right.
some of these places, you know.
Right. And you're not trying to bring them down.
I mean, I'm a pretty upbeat person, honestly, and I like
I am too.
I like fast songs and upbeat songs. I mean, that's really. I love that stuff, but you know,
Stuff that's movable, that makes you move.
stuff I could play my guitar to, you know.
Right. Some you can shred or rip it or whatever the deal is. Get with it and stuff.
Yeah, you know, but you know, you can't do that all the time.
No.
People lose
You got to
interest,
change it up. You know, that's
Yeah.
why people hire you. Just like when I saw you play at the Rustic. I mean, you would, and I like the way when you do other people's songs, you don't do it. You do it your way. You do it the Chad Ware way. I don't think that you're trying to.
I've never been able to. I don't really feel like I sound like anybody.
Well, no, you don't.
So I learned early on. It's like, well, find a song if it fits you and you can do it your way, do it. And if it doesn't fit you, don't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if you can't pull it off. And so I always try to stay in my lane. I'm not the best singer. I mean, you know, but I got a style, I guess. You know.
No,
and
not
it
just the
works,
style,
you know?
but it matches your persona, your plan, your all the emotional content. I use that word a lot, but it's what I get when I'm working with different artists and stuff, and I'm listening to them, and I'm trying to not decipher anything. I'm just trying to get a feel of, you know, what you're all about. And like I said, when I saw you at Rustic, it was my first time to ever see you acoustic, because the one and only time I saw you, you're ripping it up with Will Hyde. Y'all were trading licks and it's electrified, and You know, it's like, whoa. And then I come and see you here. So I saw him the first time. He's playing electric guitar, honey. Oh, but he sounds so good. He's good acoustic. You got to get him on your show. It's happening. Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Very, very impressed,
Thanks,
buddy.
man. Yeah, you know, you're going to be a musician. You got to be able to kind of do a lot of different things to make a living. You know what I mean?
No, you can't be.
I'm glad that I can sing and
you're
I can
not
do
a
the
one-trick pony at all. So that works.
Unless you're really good at one trick.
Yeah, right. You better be damn good. Well, guys, this is going to be his last song, and as of right now, because I'm sure there's some I haven't heard, but right now, this is absolutely my favorite song. I have a daughter. I've got some granddaughters, and I can't wait to share it with them. This is about his daughter, and I think she just turned 13 or something like that.
Layla.
And you guys are going to love this song. I'm so glad it's my favorite song. And I would say this is one of those songs that's got a little bit of juice in it.
Yeah, it's got some picking on it.
It's got some
picking. I won't be able to do it, you know.
Right.
But,
He usually does it with the looper with some little effects, but he's Chad Ware. He can knock it out.
This is one of those songs that took a little bit to write. I had to think about it and work on it for a while. But
I will tell you this. How are we on time? 40 minutes. Oh, really? Would you like to set it up and do it? Do you mind? I mean, he nails it when he uses his little.
Well, I got to hear it back. I mean, there's no way for me to hear it.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
Yeah,
never mind.
no,
Okay.
But
for when we do the podcast later, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I almost brought a little speaker.
Right.
And I could have done it like that, but anyway, so this song we're talking about like songs come fast and slow and everything. So This is one I had to work at and think about.
I do have my orange practice amp in my trunk, and yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Never mind.
All
All right.
I'll do something. But so anyway, so this song, I had made the comment, like I used to, my daughter when she was little, she would come out and watch me play, But she would come out and watch me play, and she would dance, and I just made the comment one day, she just likes the way my guitar sounds, and I'm like, oh,
bam,
that's a song, So I just kind of slowly started working on it, and it took on a lot of different forms, and then finally I kind of was able to kind of get it to where I was pretty satisfied with it, and then I cut it, and
it really is a bitch.
I got sick of hearing it because my daughter would want me to play it every time we get in the car for years. I'm like, oh my god! But anyways, it's a fun song,
Right.
You ready?
I am.
There's a girl that likes to watch me play. She goes by the name of Layla Jane. She's got the prettiest smile and the bluest eyes around. Well, she stands right in front of the stage, well, always dancing every time we play. She don't ever get tired, she'll be here all night. Well, I know why that girl's hanging around. She just likes the way my guitar sounds. The only reason she comes around, she just likes the way my guitar sounds. Well, it don't matter what song I sing, as long as I keep up in them strings. Plug it in, turn it up, well, she can't ever get enough. The only reason she comes around, she just likes the way my guitar sounds. I pick my guitar up, I put it on, I kick it off with a favorite song. That look she gets, I swear she's got her eyes on me, but she ain't staring at me at all, only looking at my guitar. So I have to play all those notes just right. Well, I know why that girl's hanging around. She just likes the way my guitar sounds. The only reason she comes around, she just likes the way my guitar sounds. It don't matter what song I sing, as long as I keep up in them strings. Plug it in, tear it up, but she ain't never get enough. The only reason she comes around, she just likes the way my guitar sounds. The only reason she comes around, she just likes the way my guitar sounds.
Well, damn, Chad Ware. Boy, you can do some flat picking. Boy, that is a great song. So, how old is the song, and when did you write it?
She was
remember?
3 when I
Oh,
I recorded it, so it would have been
Oh my God, yeah.
like almost 3. So she was born in 2012.
Okay.
Oh, I feel bad. Oh man, she's 13. So
All right, you got to get that
Anyways,
Prevagen sponsorship.
I don't know. I mean, I recorded it in like 2014 or 2015,
right.
and
What
if
a
you
good
listen to the track at the end, at the very end, you'll hear her say, "Is that my song, Daddy?" So I actually
you
called
put
from the
that in there.
studio and had her mom put her on the phone, or actually got her to record it
and it became,
and send me. Yeah, she recorded
it's
that
in
on
it.
her phone and sent it over, and we put it at the end of the track.
That is too much.
Yeah,
That is too
so-
much. Hey guys, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to get back with the interview portion with Chad Ware. We'll be right back.
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
Welcome, everyone, to Texas Songwriters Alliance Audio Impact on Lone Star Community Radio. I'm your host, Alex Lozano, and we are back with Chad Ware, one of my favorite country guitar players. He's just a great guy. He's a good Christian. Loves his family. He writes songs about his daughter. You know, this guy is just fantastic. Who was it? Your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt? Who's the one that put the guitar? The one that this is why I'm going to play guitar now.
Well,
Or was it a combination of something?
It was a few things. I mean, I always loved music, and so my dad. I grew up the son of a preacher, you know. So my dad was a minister, and so we'd have people come through church and play. And
A little strict over there?
I mean, I wasn't crazy strict. I mean, you know, we were raised with morals and things like that. But there was one guy that would come and play guitar through my church.
And you dug it.
And man, he had a Les Paul, and it was cool.
Was
and
it the Starburst?
It was a Sunburst. It was a 3 pickup one. It was like from the early 70s.
Oh man,
And
collector's item.
Yeah, and but I saw him, and I was like, man, I want to get a guitar. And my dad was like,
You better get
if you can come up with enough money to buy a guitar, then I saved up like $50 and went to Flash Dog Music in Dickinson, which is not there anymore.
Right.
And I bought a little acoustic, and my dad's, my dad was, he was just, he wasn't really a negative person, but he was like, well, hope you're not wasting your money, and
Right.
he's like, but if
Don't quit your day
if you
job.
learn to play the acoustic, then I'll buy you an electric. And so, man, I played and had a book that had like 3 chords in it, and it was like the Mel Bay, like an old Mel Bay book.
That's the
But
standard.
but it only had like 3 chords and like all a bunch of reading music and stuff. And I still don't know how to read music, but so I learned 3 chords, and then when I would be around somebody that would play guitar, I'd be like, hey, show me a chord. I have somebody show me something, and then
and then that photographic memory, bam.
right, and then I think what really took me off, like where I always liked country music, but I saw Ricky Skaggs on TV, and I'd never seen anybody. You know what chicken picking is? You know?
Yeah, dude.
Like the Telecaster kind of playing, and
and is that similar to the guy? A guy named Marty Stewart.
Yeah, it's real similar. Yeah, and so I saw Ricky Skaggs playing a purple Telecaster. That was his when he was doing his country thing. Now he's like all bluegrass. But
Sure.
man, that just set me on. Like I don't know what it did to me, but I was like, I got to figure out how to do that.
Another guy I know that you love, I could almost guarantee this guy's just so smooth, great voice. I don't hear a whole lot of him. Man, Vince Gill can play
Vince
too.
Gill is my favorite. Yeah, he's
my God,
man, yeah, I've seen him. I don't know how many times I've seen him. I'm actually going to go see him at the end of the month in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow. Oh, I've struck a chord there, huh?
Yeah, but so I got a Strat, which is you can play country on a Strat.
Sure.
For my 14th birthday, and then I started taking lessons from a guy who was a lead player, and he played my sister actually sang in a gospel band where they toured.
Sure.
They had a bus, and so I took some lessons, and he just showed me a few things on the guitar, and I just kind of
You took it from there.
took it from there. And then during the summers, I would go. His name was Don Hawksworth, and they had a band called the gospel band called the Hawksworths.
Okay.
So in the summers in high school, I would go out with them on a tour bus and
Right.
go play in churches and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Play wherever the heck you could play. Right?
yeah, I mean, but they were doing like the church
The
stuff,
church circuit.
right?
Right.
And so I would play acoustic, and then just kept progressing and trying,
Evolving, yeah.
And then my first gig around town was playing at a little Opry. So they have these like little Opries where you have a house band, and then on Friday and Saturday it used to be they still have them,
Right.
but it used to be a real popular thing. So I actually got on the Alvin Opry and in the Manville Opry where I would sing. They would feature a singer, so
Yeah.
I would get up and play some Vince Gill tunes or
Right.
Ricky Skaggs or
Right.
whatever, Merle Haggard, and then I actually got hired by one of these the local Opries to be in the house band. So it was like I was like 20, and I've
then
always
all the
looked
cats that are coming in.
really young, yeah. But I looked really young, and
You still look young.
yeah,
That's good.
But I
isn't
mean,
it?
when I was 20, I was 21, but I looked like I was 12. I mean, literally.
Well, I
But-
don't have a feeling you've been getting ID'd for you probably still every
Oh,
now
yeah, I
and
got
then.
carded at a casino.
Well, that's good when you're 50. You'll look
yeah,
41.
yeah.
So that's
But,
not a bad thing.
But anyway, so I got a gig playing in the house band, so I kind of learned a lot of traditional country songs, and then
A lot of George Strait.
there was a guy around town. He still sings. Stephen Chadwick.
Okay.
Got a
I've
gig
heard those
with
names.
him. So I left the Opry, and he had a really good band, and I was in over my head for sure, but I was learning, and he had all these labels coming down from Nashville to check him out. Well, then his manager decided that I wasn't ready, and I wasn't. I mean, really. So they kind of let me go, and I started playing with another band, this band called the Posse, and they're still around. But the guy that was the head of the Posse, Britt Ennis, he would book all these bands in here. So right here in I got my big break here in Conroe,
Oh,
Texas.
wow,
So there was
wow.
a place, Johnny B. Dalton's.
Oh, I know exactly where it's
All right,
at.
so we got to open up for the band Perfect Stranger, and they had a real big hit called Right to Remain Silent.
Okay.
And they had some other hits, but that was like the really big one, So we opened up for them, and during sound check, when we were sound checking after they were done, the bass player and the drummer were kind of like sitting there watching the sound check, and they were, I could tell they were kind of
Digging it.
watching me, and I was kind of
Oh, they
terrified.
were setting you up, man. They were ready to talk to you.
So sure enough, man, like when we got done, when I got done, he was like, "Hey, here's my card, man. Give me a call." So I gave him a call, and we kind of kept in touch. And he was, we'd talk every now and then. And a few months after that, he was like, "Hey, man, our guitar player, who helped start the band, is leaving." And so
Moving on.
we were wanting to know if you wanted to maybe audition for us. And I'm like,
Bring
are
it.
you really? Yeah. So they gave me a couple of months to learn all their songs, and I went and did a show with them.
Killed
And
it.
they were like, "You got the gig,"
You got the
And so after that,
That set you on your path.
set me. Yeah, I mean, if it hadn't been for that gig, I don't think I would be where I am today for
Right.
sure. And that led to another gig. I met somebody who my buddy Jason Lerma, who plays with Roger Krager now.
Oh, I know that.
He introduced, I met him on the road with Perfect Stranger, and then there's a singer, Janie Fricky, from the big star from
Yeah.
the 70s and 80s,
Right.
and they called him about the gig. Well, he was playing with Aaron Watson at the time,
I know that.
and he
name
said, "Hey,
too.
call Chad," because Perfect Stranger had broken up. And so, anyways,
were
I ended up
available.
getting the gig with Janie Fricky, playing the Grand Ole Opry, doing a bunch of cool shows with her.
Oh, so that was your first star player you were playing
Well,
with.
Perfect Stranger was pretty
Right,
big.
right, they had a
They were
little
on a major label. They
Sure,
were on
sure,
Curb,
sure.
and we had a bus, and
But Janie Freaky, though.
that was
nothing
it was
against-
another kind of a step up.
Right.
And just because, man, I mean,
She's a
played the
legend.
Opry.
She's a
yeah,
straight-up
18
legend.
number one hits.
Oh God.
Female
18?
vocalist of the year.
18.
Like,
oh my.
I think.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah,
Good.
and
she's
then-
getting some royalty checks. Oh,
And then,
wow.
so this is like my guitar playing career. And then
Sure.
after that, I would play with just different people. I actually got to play with Rick Trevino after that. And then declined the gig because there was another artist I was playing with who had just got a record deal, but it didn't pan out.
Right.
So,
How is Rick Trevino? He seems like
man,
a nice
Rick
cat.
is an awesome person and a great singer. I mean, he's got some cool music. And
I'll never forget because he's been around for 30 years, right?
Oh,
Rick
yeah.
Trevino. So I'll never forget the first time I heard one of the songs, and then there's country singing. Then I heard the last name. That is a Latin name.
he's
Is not
Hispanic. Yeah.
why, you know what I'm saying? And to do that, but then I saw some video of him playing, and I was like it, and you could just see white, black, green, good is good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And man, that guy's got some good songs.
Oh, he does.
So I guess he obviously had a few hits.
See, he had several hits. 8 or 10.
Jeez.
And then so I kept in touch with Rick and his crew like on and off, and so in like 2016 they called me to fill in, so I ended up playing with them for 6.5 years, and then in 2022 I got a call from Tracy Bird's manager, and they had heard about me, and they're like, hey, do you want the gig, and I'm like, well, I'm interested. I said, how about we do this, let's try it out, like, because I hated to leave Rick because I really liked it, but man, playing with Tracy was a step up financially for me because he's just playing a lot more.
Right. And he's a
Tracy
superstar.
Tracy's such a good boss, man. I mean, I've been fortunate that I've worked with some really cool people.
And you just have to do your thing.
And I do my thing, and Tracy treats everyone so good. He is, and Rick is too, and Janie, all of them. But like,
I have a feeling you got something.
Tracy
nice for
Bird
Christmas.
is the same person all the time. I mean, you'll never get a different guy. He's just a genuine, down to earth country boy.
Right.
And playing with him.
Where's he hail from?
He's from Beaumont, Texas.
Oh, get the heck
And Rick
outta
Trevino is from Austin. So there's a lot of Nashville artists in Texas.
Playing in the greatest country in the world, Texas.
And man, I'll say with playing with Tracy,
Elevated
played
you.
some shows for 50,000 people. We played the Cynthia Woods Pavilion last September with Cody Johnson.
Oh my God, I bet you that
Ranger
place was
Stadium.
packed.
We've done some huge festivals, and it's been a really good for me personally as a guitar player, and it's also helped me with my. As a what I mean, as a singer, being able to get gigs and do my own thing.
I usually don't do this because I've been doing this a long time, but because I'm more from the rock, alternative, blues, metal. I only work with a handful of country artists and stuff. But man, you're gonna have to hook a brother up. I want to come and sit right there and watch you play with Tracy Bird one day.
Absolutely,
and I want to be there, man. I mean, that guy, he's had about 10 number one hits
he's 15 or
he's the real deal. But the fact that you talk about these guys and they're real people, and they're probably pretty generous too. You know what I'm saying? Just good to you, feed
treat everybody good. Make
you
sure
eat
we're
good,
taken
you
care
drink.
of,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. And matter of fact, it's me and Tracy just played over at the table. We did a concert a few weeks ago.
At the table, metal.
We did an acoustic show. That's the second one we've done there.
Was it like a pop-up show? Because I can't believe I didn't hear about it. They just
kind
of
a pop-up show. We actually played the day before. We played the Two Step In Festival in Georgetown, which is with Alan Jackson and Diamond Rio.
And, there are 20,000, 30,000 people there.
Oh,
yeah, crazy.
Or more than that.
Diamond Rio, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm
and I'll be at the table
right
on July 3rd doing a solo acoustic thing.
Okay, I am. Well, I know him. We're not friends. I've never even actually met, but he's definitely the biggest country guy around here. Charlie Diggs.
Oh yeah,
he did. That boy he gets some shit.
He books Rick Trevino a lot, man. When I was with Rick, man, Charlie was putting Rick to work.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And Tracy, he's booked Tracy on some stuff too.
So I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite guitar right now? I mean, that obviously you love your acoustic, but your go-to electric guitars when you're playing with Tracy.
Oh, I've got a few. A Telecaster is my go-to guitar. That's my favorite guitar.
Right.
But I got 2 or 3, or 4 or 5 or 9 that I.
You done forgot.
You lost count, I got into building. I started getting into building my own Telecasters.
Oh wow!
And so now that's kind of what I'm playing. Like when I'm playing the country stuff.
Oh,
you know.
you built like a little Frankenstein, a little.
Well, yeah, like it started out where I was kind of Frankensteining parts together, and then now I'm doing like unfinished bodies, doing all the finishing them, doing all the wiring, and I'm buying the necks. Like I'm not making the necks or anything like that.
What do you think about Paul Reed Smith? I know that's more of a rocker guitar.
Man, I think you'll never find a better, like, I don't know what you would call it, like a mass-produced guitar.
Right.
Where when you go to the store and you pick up a PRS, it's going to be perfectly intonated, perfectly set up. You can't say that about other brands all the time. Now they're getting better about it, but PRS, like, it's just not my thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to turn you on to a friend of mine. Are you familiar with Mike Ned?
No,
Ned Guitars in Conroe Woodlands area. He's a master builder. He's been certified from everybody but I like in his guitars, Ned Guitars, Mike Ned. They remind me, and I'm not like a big time player, I'm more of a rhythm and stuff, but they look and they got that feel, but it's different, but it's definitely Paul Reed Smith level. Yeah. And he's just now starting to make it, but I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance, just stop at his shop and just check him out.
Yeah,
but Ned Guitars, and he's right here.
I'm all about guitars. I mean,
yeah.
But when I actually built the first one, I built it because when you could do a fly date, you got to fly your guitar, and I'm like, I had some Fender guitars, I still do but I mean,
don't you have to do something like unstring them and kind of because the
acoustics and like Les
that's
Pauls
more of acoustic stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
Tilted headstocks.
Right.
But so I built one, Frankenstein it, so I could, if it got stolen or whatever, I could just make another one while I fell in love with it. Well, then I started kind of going down the rabbit hole of building them, and so now I got a bunch, and I built a bunch for people. Like they'll see me.
You got a guitar room.
And they'll be like, hey, can you build me one? Or like a bunch of my friends, I probably built, I don't even know, like 10 last year. So
is that the Chadwick model or the
people like to call him the Chaticaster, but
I love it.
But I haven't got a name for it.
It's a cool ass nickname though. I mean, there could be worse things called.
Mostly just for friends.
Sure.
They'll pay me.
Sure.
And I ain't charging,
right now
money for them.
Now you're giving them the friend homie discount.
Yeah,
right.
But
I do a lot of that.
It's fun and it's frustrating and fun at the same time.
Right.
But I like doing it, and I try to find things to do.
Man, what a story you have.
Oh, thank you.
We're getting close to the end of the show, so one of the things I like to do, and I'm going to go ahead and do that with you, and I have a few thank yous I want to do that I try to do every show. But let's start with you. Obviously, I know you're have a strong faith in God, and you got a real strong connection with Him, as I do too. Who are the people that you want to give a shout out to? In no particular order.
I would just say, first of all, my parents, and they've supported me. They've put up with me for a long time.
What's their names?
Melvin and Rosella Ware.
They still around?
Still around. They've been married for, I don't know, since before I was born.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Ware, you did a fantastic job with this young man. He's top notch, and he didn't have to quit his day job. He's a pro musician.
Yeah. And definitely some of the people I mentioned, like Don Hawksworth, and who kind of got me going playing lead, and my buddy Shane from Perfect Stranger. Basically, if it weren't for those guys, Steve and Marty and Clint, all the guys in that band, I mean, I wouldn't be where I really don't think I would be where I'm at.
No, they gave you the steps,
horn,
kind of gave you the push. Hey, here you are. What are you going to do with it?
And I'm trying to think of. I know my buddy Stormy. Man, I've been doing.
I've talked to him on the phone. Great guy. He's like a next level producer kind of guy.
Oh, yeah. And
well, what is your? I mean, this has got to be a little. There's a song by Journey, "Love and the Music Man ain't always what it's meant to be." So, I guess obviously your wife loves your music, and.
Well, I'm not married anymore.
Oh, okay.
No, that's all right, man.
No, okay.
I wasn't.
I didn't know.
No, we're cool. Yeah, I've been divorced twice.
Right. That's okay.
But yeah, it's no big deal.
But you have an older son and a 13-year-old daughter that obviously inspire you. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You-
My kids are great. I
You
mean,
you have a lot to be thankful for.
you know, I do. I mean, I'm a blessed person.
I
you know.
have you ever heard of this guitar icon? This guy is wicked. And when I get out of here, I just want you to hear the solo he put on a song that I wrote about an exotic dancer like 8 years ago. But are you familiar with this cat named Eric Avenger?
I've heard the name, but I don't know.
Dude, he's like Bruce Lee beating up. The guitar solo he put on mine, people would come up to me and go, Alex, you're playing this guy so good, man. I'm like, no, stop. That's rhythm. That ain't me doing this. He plays a guitar solo you're going to listen to when we leave here. That's like a Ferrari. It's got 7 gears. And I mean, and the cool thing I like about him, he does not play one arpeggio. I'm so sick and tired of arpeggios. That just doesn't do it for me. This guy's just, when you hear it, next level. But yeah, he's also a world-class producer. So having a guy who can play any guitar, and I know he does some stuff with the Mighty Orc, the blues guy.
Okay, yeah, I know work really well.
And you know, I'll never forget one time I got a really, really good gig for the Mighty Orc, and I knew exactly what I was getting. And this lady offered a lot. And I was like, you know, I'm a premium booker. And he's like, well, take what you need. As long as I get this amount. And I know at that time, we're talking 15 years ago, he was doing 700, 750. I know he's probably doing a little bit now, but you know, I got him a $1,500 gig, and I said, hey, you know, because I don't do this all the time, and I was working and stuff like that. It says, if I get you $1,000, this is me coming up already having the money in my hand. If I give you $1,000 cash, do you mind if I make 500? I know it's different and stuff, but I don't do this. I'm not. If I did it all the time and book bands, I could get that. He's like, man, you get me $1,000, you make whatever you want. Well, don't do that. He didn't know that I went, all right, you got this gig? So I gave him $1,000 cash right there. And he's like, yeah, we're cool. You know, what's the date? When's the thing? And I was like, cool. And I made $500, but I don't do that. I'm an event coordinator. That's what I really do. Well, man, Chad, you have been awesome. You're world class. You're a great guy. And he looks very young. He says he's 41 or something like that. It looks like he could pass for 35. Why don't you tell us about a few of the gigs you've got coming up? I know you got something really awesome tomorrow,
Yeah,
and then we'll wrap it
I'm
up.
actually playing a band gig tomorrow at the Rustic downtown on Polk Street.
What time does that show start?
About
8.
No, 7:30 to 9:30. Then I'm going to be out with Tracy Bird this weekend.
Okay.
We're playing in Arkansas, Osceola, Arkansas.
Okay.
And I'll be at my church on Sunday with James Wilhite.
Tell him I said hi, please.
I will.
If you remember.
And then
And also let him know I want him on here too. He's
I'll let him
totally
know,
worthy
yeah.
for that. Guys, we're going to wrap this up here with Chad Ware, Alex Lozano. This is Audio Impact on Lone Star Community Radio. We are a nonprofit, so send us some money so we can keep this wonderful programming go. Like and follow Chad Ware. He's a great young man. You see where he's playing at, and hopefully I'll be booking him at one of my shows here in the near future. That's it, and thank you for tuning in.